Thank you for joining us. I'm Spencer Tillis.
I'm Giselle Espinales.
And I am Trayvon Miles.
And this is the Delmarva Sports Insider. In this week's episode, we head over to check up on the Vikings as they hosted McKean in their final scrimmage of the year.
And later, the other football, Delmar Wildcats visiting the Clippers at James M. Bennett High School in some scrimmage action. The regular season just a week away.
We got something special for you headed this way. We caught up with sports columnist Bob Ford of the Philadelphia Inquirer, and we are talking Eagles. Can Philly win the NFC East again?
That's a good question, but first, it's time to make those cleats shine and warm up those stadium lights because the preseason is done, and Caesar, Rodney, Lake Forest, and Queen Anne's football teams all ended it with a scrimmage against each other on Friday. And we started off here, Queen Anne's Bradley Harmon, who hands it off, and that kid just goes. The Riders' defense sort of disappears, and it looks like at least 20 yards on the play. I don't know if you guys can see that too.
Ping ball bouncing around.
Each team was able to get the same amount of reps, and there's really one team that stood out throughout the entire scrimmage. We will get to that in a bit, but first I spoke to Riders head coach Mike Schoenwolf, and he said his team is ready for week one.
Yeah, we had a great season last year. Our team in 2013 was undefeated, won the Henlopen Conference North, so we're very excited about those guys. But you turn the page, and every team's a new team, and 2014 certainly is the same with us. Having a brand new team that we need to gear up and see how we can perform on Friday nights.
I know we're ready for them to perform on the
absolutely.
Friday Night Lights. You know, it's a new season, like you said, new rosters, new schedules, and Coach Schoenwolf said to me, scrimmages don't count. But what actually counts out there, you know, the performance on both offense and defense from all three teams, and being out there being out there and actually watching them. There's one team that stood out to me, and it was Lake Forest. Wow. They dominated on defense. I know you guys have been saying other teams, the Spartans, they had sacks, picks. I mean, everything. They look like the team to beat.
And see, that's why I believe with the coach right there, it's a scrimmage and they don't mean anything, and that's exactly why. Because if you leave there thinking that that's the best team of the three, you are definitely wrong about that. It's got to be CR. I mean, they're always the cream of the crop when it comes to this conference. They have a great chance at winning another conference title, I feel like. So when I look at them and what I've seen so far in the preseason, they're the team that I really go away with.
When I spoke with Coach Schoenwolf, he told me that they didn't have a lot of seniors coming back, but they didn't have a lot of players coming back. But they had some players that made impacts last season. And I know Coach Schoenwolf, and he'll be ready whether they have all seniors or all freshmen. He's a guy that's always ready for the season.
All right, they're going to make some rumbling over there.
And you know what? One thing I love about these scrimmages, guys, is the fact that some of these Maryland and Delaware schools that don't normally play each other in the season get to take the field against one another. Parkside visits Sussex Tech this past Thursday, and they look at that crowd out there, guys. And in the backfield, you get to meet Scott Watt. This guy will be an All-Delaware performer this year. And check out this play by Baby Megatron. I'm calling him Baby Megatron. Jawan Williams with the ridiculous catch. He had a couple of those on the afternoon.
Oh,
and
eat it up.
Yeah, eat it up. And speaking of eat it up, look at this guy. Look how big this guy is. Kanai Kane.
Can't be stopped.
This guy he cannot be stopped. A big, huge fella, third team All-State Delaware last season. He's a very powerful runner, and he'll take Tech far.
We've had a great off season. We came in this preseason with some quality seniors and some quality juniors, ready to take on the Henlopen North. It's a tough division, so every Friday night's exciting.
Friday Night Lights again.
Friday Night Lights again. One thing I'm really excited about Friday Night Lights is Kanai Kane. I mean, did you see that guy, Spencer?
Dear glory, he is a large individual.
He is, and I think Scott Watt is also a guy that you'll see on their defense that'll be really, really key in them winning some games this season.
All right, guys, I really want to talk about Baby Megatron. I mean, is this from Parkside?
Yep.
That's a
Jawan
nickname
Williams.
to live up
Draft
to
in
this
the
season.
fantasy league or something?
I mean,
Jawan Williams.
I know. Can we draft him? Right.
We
Okay,
gotta
I
talk
don't think
about
we can.
1,000
Can you
yards?
put up the numbers?
I think he can get 1,000 yards this season.
1,000?
I don't know.
We'll have to see.
That
you guys,
is
I still
steep.
think Parkside is the team to beat that season. I mean, their running game, look, they had the passing game. They have everything covered.
Everything's starting to definitely come along with that team. But, I mean, you're absolutely right. The guy that you've got to look at and that you take away from that scrimmage is Kanai Kane. That man, he got his vitamins. I don't know where it's coming from. That he is huge. He's like a decent-sized linebacker in the NFL, somehow playing running back in high school. And the fact is, if they ride this guy throughout the season, there's only so many times I might get in front of him like once and then like fall and hope that he trips over me. Like, there's no way you're going to actually want to tackle this guy.
Right, yeah.
He has a great opportunity to just carrying that program, and they could have a big time year. I'm really excited to see what happens with them.
Yep.
And another team are getting ready for their season is Indian River, which had their final scrimmage of the year, and it was a great test when they took on Hoxton last Wednesday. Early on in this one, the Indians' offense was absolutely rolling, and check out this incredible catch, spinning around, tapping it to himself, hauls it in. A great play there, and then just a few plays later, Irish quarterback Deshaun Aiken gets the corner, turns on the Jets, and just gets some nice blocking all the way to the house. A gorgeous touchdown.
Jake Hudson, who's a junior, runs the offense very well. Very well. He was in on the last drive, and then we have Deshaun Aiken, who's also a junior, and he's just electric with the football.
Did tonight give you a starter for quarterback in your eyes?
I think so, yeah, but I'm not going to say who yet.
Oh man, that is
That's a
classic,
great laugh.
classic old school coach
Steele.
right there joke. Just
That's
I
Coach
love
Steele.
it. How great was that? That's awesome. The thing is, I look at them as like, yeah, they don't, have their quarterback technically announced and solidified, but the fact is, both those guys were balling. I feel like they have a lot of depth there, and it's not like they're just trying to produce a quarterback or throw somebody in there that's not ready for it. They just have a couple good options to choose from. That's never a bad thing, especially when you're playing in a conference that's as physical as what they're going to be in this year. I think they have a good chance of making a serious run.
Well, what I really took away from the scrimmage, two quarterbacks, Deshaun Aiken, he's electric with the football. Really raw player, young player, only in 11th grade. But, he reminds you of a legend around Indian River. Might I say Jamie Jarman?
That's steep. That's steep.
We'll see.
That's steep.
Jake Hudson, he passed the ball very well. So, I know, like he said, he has a starter. He didn't want to name it. If I was Decatur, I'd get both, prepare for both.
Will Indian River have the last laugh? I believe in Coach Steele. 39 years of experience with the Indians. The man knows what he's doing. And if he's keeping the quarterbacks a secret, I think that's a good strategy. Just be able to be like surprised. And I'm sure they'll make the right decision come game time. Their first game is against Stephen Decatur Seahawks. In Coach Steele, I trust.
Yeah, that's a good point. Who do you get ready for if you're Stephen Decatur right now? You don't know, so it's a good option.
Passer, yep.
And got a game.
And on that note, yeah, that's right. We want to hear from you. The Indians have a conference winning streak going and intended to keep it. Can they do it? Let us know by following us on Twitter at 47ABC Sports and liking our Facebook page. We got a lot of games coming up. The season, it has started. Send us your pictures, too.
We want to see you out at those games. Let us know where to go, too, because we want to get out there, see you guys there. It's going to be a lot of fun this year. And we're going to take our very first commercial break, but on the other side, we're going to check in with the Warriors of Easton as they finish their last scrimmage of the year. Plus, we head over to check up on the Vikings that's also wrapped up their preseason.
My name is Tommy Jones, fullback D-tackle for the Queen Anne's County Lions. You're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.